Guys, you are already masters at manifesting. You are already masters at manifesting. And honestly, right now, because there are so many methods and tools out here, it just complicates things. It confuses you and it makes you feel like I'm doing something wrong. But ever since you came out the womb, even before you came into the womb, you have been manifesting. But that's a different story. I'm only going to keep it about, since you've been on planet Earth, going through the motions, learning and educating yourself, you have really been manifesting with your words, with your thoughts. And let's get into it. Okay, first of all, I'm going to just keep it real. There are so many different tools and methods to manifesting. And no one is the right one or wrong one. Honestly, you don't need tools. You don't need methods because you've honestly been doing manifestation since the moment you could form sentences. Since the moment you were aware of your thoughts, you have been manifesting. You don't need a crash course. You don't need to hire a coach. You don't need to, pay for any PDFs or anything like that for you to know that. If you are here on earth with me today, you manifested it. And I'm going to prove it. All right, so I have my phone out because I really had to take notes as I was going through this comment section on several videos and realize how purposely some of these influencers try to influence you. And honestly, I don't even know if it's purposely. I honestly believe that they are confused too. And so many people are floating Neville Goddard, Neville Goddard, Neville Goddard, Neville Goddard. Listen, Neville Goddard is not the only source. And he was figuring things out too. I suggest you go to source, universe, God, whoever you want to, call him. We're all talking about the same person. All right. So with that said, I have my phone because, I had to really get into these tips, right? But I want to put you on because I want to prove that you have been manifesting all along. So let's take a look at your financials right now. Don't scroll off this video. I know that can be a sticky situation. Hear me out. Let's think about it. Let's think about what we tell ourselves and what we tell other people, whether we are doing it physically through our word of mouth or we doing it through our thumbs, through text messaging or commenting on other people's content. So we may say, oh, I'm so tired of paying bills and living check to check. It's an inflation. The rich are greedy and they have all the money, right? Like sometimes you just can't help but stop and write, I'm so tired of paying bills. I wish I could be on food stamps. Like the type of things that you guys say, you are literally manifesting, right? Like you can write, I've seen it. I've seen someone 7 years ago, no lie, Facebook, over and over again, she repeated she wished she was on food stamps. And I couldn't figure out why would one want to be on government assistance. But secondly, are you saying that to shine on people just to say you're off of government? Like where's this energy coming from where it has to be repeated? But anywho, some years later, when the pandemic hit, guess who found themselves on government assistance? And everybody wasn't on government assistance. I'm just saying, see how that was manifested? We do this type of stuff every day. Think about the things that you worry about. I'm going to give you an example in my life. Years ago, my license was suspended, but I was still driving. So you have to understand there's worry in the back of my mind, in my subconscious that's living there. I'm super concerned every time I get in the car and I'm the driver, whether or not I'm going to be pulled over and then incarcerated. So I constantly worried about this in the back of my mind when I had to drive. On a particular day, I got in the car. Guess who got pulled over? I did. I got pulled over because I constantly worried and assumed the worst. So the worst happened. I was pulled over. I was scared as I don't know what, pregnant. And, thank God it did not happen in my mind the way, thank God it didn't happen in real life the way it was, unfolding in my mind. But the fact of the matter is I manifested the whole scene of me being pulled over, me being upset. I manifested it all. So I'm telling you, you've been manifesting. Think about the things you are saying all the time. Guys, you are literally manifesting every day. Think about the things that you are worrying about all the time. These things are coming to pass if you continue to worry about them, if you continue to talk about them, they will come to pass. I know so many people before the pandemic struck who said that they were tired of working and found themselves on unemployment. So, yeah, seriously, think about the things you've been saying in your life. Think about, have you received them? Correct. Think about you living on that fixed income. So you're still living check to check. Why are you mad that the universe is listening to you and giving you exactly what you want? God, source is listening to you and giving you exactly what you want. This is what you asked for. The universe has to comply no matter what. No matter what. If the rich are so greedy, why do you want to get rich? Make it make sense. In other words, I'm telling you, you are propelling your fortunes. Start to worry different. Start to respond and not react. When you're tempted to actually try to relate to someone who may seem to be in the same financial despair that you are, don't scroll by. Do not stop and listen. Don't engage in these conversations, guys. I even see people complaining and telling people who have more than them what to do with their money. I can't understand the pocket watching. How are you going to tell someone what they should be doing with their money? You want to be in their position, yet you can't figure out why you can't get in the room with these people because you're constantly propelling. You can't even walk into a room with wealthy people because your energy propels them. All the rich people aren't evil and all the poor aren't good. So when you see these techniques online, the cup method, the pillow method, the whisper method, the telephone method, what else do they have? The visualization method. Me personally, I like to visualize. I have an imagination. It doesn't work for everybody. I honestly feel like if you are an overthinker, if you are a constant worrier, that's the route you should go. How do I make this work? I got you. Now, if I was just starting a business, this is how I would allow my mindset, my new mindset, work for me. For example, I wonder how big the next facility will be after I outgrow this one. That's already assuming success. Ooh, what if most of my clients do all the selling for me and I will hardly ever have to invest in ads? Oh my gosh. How does that make you feel thinking positive about your business? Hold on, there's more. I know when this business takes off, I'll need to expand my team. I wonder how big it will need to get so I don't delay my success. We gotta practice. We have to practice. When you start seeing your mind drift off in another direction, you just can't stop thinking a bad thought, you have to replace it. Immediately replace it. Immediately replace it. Immediately replace it. Yes. I have to keep over and over and over and over repetitive until your mind gets into a habit to automatically choose that positive thoughts. The biggest tip I always share is keep it simple. This is the same information I got from my guide. Keep it simple. From my spiritual guide, keep it simple. We are always trying to be so logical. In a magical realm, you cannot. You can't. Logic doesn't exist in this realm. If you don't, when I say magic, same as a miracle. However you want to think of it. We are magical creatures. We're magical. So you're not going to be able to understand everything, but I guarantee you I'm right, because as you look back and you rethink about the things you've been thinking about, and then you take a look at your surroundings and realize you are living the results. And I'm talking about the things you think about on a repetitive basis. You don't think about, your money growing on a repetitive basis. You think in lack. You think in limitation. You think in scarcity, because you're worrying about inflation. You're worrying about a recession. You're worrying about bills. I digress. All right, good people. I know you love this video. I hope you were able to understand that these tools, these other methods you see, cup, pillow talk, telephone, 369, scripting, whatever, these are all vehicles or tools. Just like, in a fitness world, there is more than one way to get fit. Calisthenics, weightlifting, a mixture of cardio and weightlifting, all types of different methods that you can use to get fit. But these are just vehicles, sources to get you there. Do not stay stuck, boxed in, or feel like it's not working for you. It's been working for you. With that said and done, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this content with someone who seems to be confused. I'm out.